So what happens if you take out one camera and one lens and you spend a maximum of 40 minutes photographing in a small town? And what happens if that camera is the Fuji X-E2 and the lens is the Viltrox 85mm? Here's what happens. These photographs are put together in pretty much chronological order, so you'll see how, I guess, over the period of the 40 minutes I gradually got my eye in, I would say. I don't think it was easy, and to start with I felt pretty uncomfortable with that focal length. It took me a while to get sort of settled in to visualize what I was actually able to capture. What I did notice was that the autofocus with the Viltrox was really good. I've had some kind of sketchy experiences in the past with Fuji and with Fuji lenses, just where the camera tells you it's acquired focus, you take the shot, when you look at it later it's not quite in focus. That didn't happen. So focus was good. Generally focus was was sharp. That lens produces sharp results, good contrast, blah 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 blah. There's loads of reviews about this lens out there. It's a good lens. This is really about how I used it on the day. So see what you think of these. As you can see, I felt as if I gradually worked my way into something where I was able to use it a bit more confidently. It is a pretty obvious lens to be carrying around for street photography, which I think makes you a bit kind of self-conscious about it. And I did notice on one occasion that last shot of the flower, lily, or some such, it took a long while for the camera to focus the lens from fairly distant, where I had been focusing, up to close focus. That was slow. That's the only time I really noticed the autofocus being slow. Apart from that, it was good. I hope you like some of those images. I think, given 40 minutes in a town where I wasn't really, wasn't really mentally that prepared, I think it was okay. But yeah, interested to see what other people think. I think on the day the lens and camera combination stood up well, as good as anything else I could have had with me. Of course, you are limited with that focal length, which probably comes out to about 130mm in full frame terms. So it's a fairly long old combo. But yeah, I was relatively pleased with the results for a quick sesh